Aha, the air dribble mechanic, one of the most easy and versatile mechanical ways to score on your opponent in Rocket League. As you guys can see, you can score incredibly nice dribbles in the air just like this one. Now if you guys are trying to learn how to learn this mechanic, you are in exactly the right place. As in today's video, I'll be teaching you guys every single one of my steps on how I learned to air dribble really well, scoring consistently and all the time whilst keeping aerial control over the ball in the air. I'm a Grand Champion level Rocket League player with hundreds and hundreds of hours in the game, so I should be able to help you guys out step by step on the road to air dribbling. If you guys do find this content helpful, please make sure to subscribe and check out some of my other content. And without further ado, let's get into the first step of learning how to air dribble. So, step number one of getting the perfect air dribble in Rocket League is going to be all about the setup. Now, there's three main parts as to how you guys can get the perfect air dribble setup in my opinion. The first step is you're going to want to go ahead and load into free play. My reasoning behind this is because I think it's more game realistic. You guys have to get the setup for yourselves, whereas in a training pack the setup is given for you. So, moving straight on, what you guys want to do, the first thing is just get the ball rolling. So again, that simple touch literally off the start, just to get the ball moving. I'm pretty sure any of you guys will be able to do this. What you want to do is just get the ball moving like this. Now you just want to sort of dribble the ball as you get towards the wall. Now as you get to about the bottom of the lip here, this is when you want to gain some distance between you and the ball. So let's just go over that again. What you want to do is just get the ball at the halfway point, literally dribble it in, and then once you get to the lip, you want to start to get that distance between you and the ball, and that's where you can hit it off and get your air dribble set up. Now I know you guys won't be able to do this straight away and make it look easy just like that, but again, let's just go through and recover this, because first step, get the ball moving. So we have the ball moving now. What we want to do is just dribble the ball up onto the wall. Once we get to the lip here, again, create that space in between the ball. It doesn't need to be too much space, just enough space to the point where you're not dribbling the ball up the wall. Because, for example, if you just go ahead and dribble the ball straight up the wall, what's going to happen is you will just hit the ball and it won't really go into the right position for an air dribble setup. Let me just show you guys a prime example. If we just stay right behind the ball here, trying to keep the same speed as the ball, what happens is, as you guys can see, it doesn't go into the right setup for the air dribble. So we do need that gap between us and the ball. So again, just to recap, you go ahead, go get the ball from halfway, and then dribble it to the wall. As you get to the wall, the bottom of the lip, again, this lip is this little thing here, this sort of like beginning where the floor turns into the wall, just this like little corner thing here. That's going to be the lip. What you want to do is literally get the ball, and then take it up, and then you want to break at the bottom of the lip. Now once you guys have got that down, again, practice this decently. The next thing you want to do is the second you hit the ball, I want you guys to jump. This is going to be the next important step of the setup. So we're going to go ahead and go hit the ball up onto the wall again, and then once we do get here, the second we hit the ball, we're going to want to jump off. And now that will put us in direct position, ready to continue the air dribble. So again, all three steps of the setup is just going to be dribble it, get to the bottom of the lip, create that bit of space, and jump instantly. As you guys can see, yes, I may not be on target for this one, but we are in the perfect position to do an air dribble such as that one we've literally just pulled up. So dribble it to the wall, create that space, and then jump as soon as you hit the ball. And very easy. I know I make it look easy, but you can get that air dribble set up. Now let's move on from the step one, which was the setup. Now you guys have mastered that setup, again, using them three parts I've just taught you guys. Now let's go ahead and get onto the actual execution of the air dribble. Okay, so now moving on to the actual execution of the air dribble, the first thing you guys are going to want to make sure you have is that you do have air roll left and air roll right bounded. Now, you do only need one of these. Me, personally, I choose to use air roll left. Many people use air roll right. It doesn't matter which one you use, but personally, I have them both bounded on R1 and L1, or LB and RB for those of you guys on Xbox controllers. But again, make sure that these two buttons are bounded, as they are very important, obviously, in just the maintaining control of your car in the air such as that. Now, if you're somebody who's not good with your aerial control with air rolling, stuff like this, that doesn't matter too much for basic air dribbles where we don't need that much air dribbling. Just to show you guys, what you want to do is, again, use the setup which I've already said. Then as you jump off the wall, you just want to tap whichever air roll button you are using. So again, let's do this without the ball. I recommend you guys do it without the ball first to practice. What you want to do is drive up the wall. Then if you're an air roll left player, once you get up to where you're hitting the ball off your wall, you then want to jump and then just tap air roll left until you get your car into its facing up position. So again, just to recover that, if you're an air roll left player, you want to jump off the wall and then just tap air roll left until you get your car into its right position there, ready where it is going to be in the right position. Now, if you're the air roll right player, obviously you're going to be going off the other wall. It's just to show you, those of you that want to play with air roll right. Again, you go off this side, and then what you want to do, jump off the wall and then just tap air roll right till you get your car into the right upwards position. So again, what we want to do, jump off the wall, tap the air roll button which we want to use, and then just begin tapping our boost like we are air dribbling. Now, just a little practice game which I would recommend you guys using for those of you wanting to air dribble. Don't actually get the ball yet, but simply practice the setup. Okay, jump off the wall, tap the air dribble button, then now air dribble your car all the way into the goal. Again, you don't have to use ball cam, do it without ball cam, but go ahead and just air dribble your car all the way into the goal. Very simple. So jump off the wall, tap the air roll button until you get your car the right way up, and then go ahead and air dribble it all the way into the goal, as if you was doing it with the ball, just you're not. Now, once you have mastered that, obviously this is where we need to implement the ball. So taking everything we have learned so far, what we are going to be doing is braking when we hit the lip and then jumping off. And now you guys can see we're in the right position, and just tapping that boost again, we can go ahead and put the ball on. Now, with the actual air dribble of the ball, there's an important thing which I need to tell you guys. You don't directly want to hit on the bottom of the ball. The reason why is because if you hit directly on the bottom of the ball is actually literally just going to go up like this, and that's not going to be an effective air dribble. And plus, it's very, very hard to stay and maintain air dribbling under the bottom of the ball. Otherwise, you guys would be air dribbling for literally ages, and that is effectively pointless. The perfect part where you want to be hitting the ball is not directly at the bottom, not directly at the side, but in between both of them. So sort of where like the right front of my car is touching the ball here, just like in between the bottom and middle of the car is exactly where you want to be hitting it. And that is because not only does it give the ball height when you're going up, so look where I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it like in the bottom and the middle, not quite completely on the bottom, just in that middle of the middle and the bottom. That is the perfect place because it gives the ball height as well as you guys maintaining control over the ball, leading to you guys getting perfect air dribbles. Now again, what another tip which I would recommend you guys using is now you've learned how to air roll and you're behind the ball here. What you don't want to do is you don't want to hold down boost, because if you hold down boost, you're going to go in front of the speed of the ball. One of the biggest things you need to learn with air dribbling is you have to match the speed of the ball. For example, let's just show you guys an example as if we do match the speed of the ball, where if we don't. So here, if we go too quick for the ball, what you guys can see is we're going to lose control of the air dribble, stuff like that. It doesn't matter how good aerial control you are. If you go faster than the ball, you are not going to be able to maintain that aerial control needed to air dribble. So just for the basic air dribble, what you want to do is take the setup, use that bit of air rolling, and then match the speed of the ball there. So we're not going quicker than ball. We're not holding down boost all the time. We're just sort of tapping that boost where we need to. Let's watch this back on replay. Going up the wall, jumping off the wall as soon as we hit the ball, and then just sort of tapping our boost enough to keep the ball going in the air. Obviously, we don't want to air dribble it too high because we'll go over the goal, but enough to just pattern that boost and keep the ball in the air. So let's go ahead and put this all together and show you guys what it should look like. So go ahead, here we go, jump straight off the wall, and then bang, we're on top of the car. Now we just want to pattern our boost, keep very, very close to the ball, and that exactly is just a perfect example of how you guys want to be by the end of this tutorial. Now, so far, I hope this tutorial is helping you out, guys. If it is, please make sure to subscribe also for more of my Rocket League content. So that's how you execute the air dribble. Now, where does air rolling come into this? Now, in terms of air rolling, when I was first trying to learn an air dribble like you guys, I didn't tend to use the air dribble, the air rolling mechanic. I just went for very basic air dribbles like this, just trying to get as little control on it as I can, not really air dribbling. And don't get me wrong, there's not a problem with this. You guys still can get a lot of control on the ball. However, those of you who have seen better players probably use air rolling and different aerial mechanics such as the tornado spin or different air rolling to help keep more control over the ball. As you guys can see like this, with me air rolling, I'm able to keep a lot of control on the ball and also maintain a good air dribble. So how do you do it with air rolling? Well, first of all, you want to make sure you learn air rolling. If you guys aren't familiar with air rolling, I do have a how-to tornado spin video on my channel. I'm pretty sure it's the most popular video on my channel at the time of uploading this. So again, I'd recommend going and checking that video out to help you. But again, what you want to do is the same premise. You just want to jump off the wall, and then you just want to keep your car spinning. Nothing changes in terms of where you hit the ball or how much you do boost. You guys just want to stay in between the middle and the bottom section of the ball, holding down or just tapping that boost, making sure you have the right control of your car with the air dribbling. Using that air roll mechanic helps just maintain control over the ball, and also it does just look cooler. It's not an essential, but it's definitely helpful if you guys can learn these mechanics to do very cool stuff like that. Anyway, guys, that's going to be how to basically air dribble. Again, air dribbles can turn into a lot of different things. You can like start off with an air dribble, then maybe turn it into a flip reset like that or something like that, if you obviously get the flip, which I didn't. But obviously, yeah, you can turn air dribbles into a lot of things. But for those of you guys that are like diamond rank, maybe even some crazy platinums trying to learn this air dribble mechanic, I hope this tutorial did help you guys out. Now, thank you for watching, and I'll go ahead and show you guys a few clips of what you can do with use of the aerial mechanics now. Some shots which I have hit in game using the air dribble and then turning it into other stuff like flip resets. Thank you guys for watching. Now let's show you some clips. And it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough.